Hey everybody, it's Dune. Another episode of Factorio Megabase. Behind me I have a neighborhood friend. He's watching me play Factorio. He's never seen the game before. So, Savage fan could say hi.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Right now it's just you, me, and my bots, but lots of people like to watch these things, so we'll probably have some people joining us in a little bit. Last episode we activated a new science build. And I did want to take a trip down there. I wanted to limit some of those chests, so let's do that. And we shall ride our fabulous train down there. So this episode, or at the end of the last episode, I talked about increasing steel. So we're going to probably do that. We're going to increase the steel build. We're going to bring in iron ore directly and smelt that into iron plate and then into steel. So we will be moving in that direction is pretty soon. So hey Gold, I see you joining the channel. How's it going? Friday night. Man, a bunch of kids screaming in the neighborhood.
Yep.
It's a typical hood.
That's how they always are.
Yeah, that's what makes them special.
Yep.
Right, we's here. Had to decommission my first uranium mine. Oh, that is so wonderful. Means you get to open another one. So let's do that. Copy that, paste it. It's probably plenty is one row of. Now, I wonder if I can. I think I can. Oops, I deleted that blueprint. We'll get another one. So if I paste this down on top of this one, will that set the chest? Yes, it did. And this one. So all these chests should be limited. Great. That way, if we go to set up another outpost, the providing, what shall we call them? Providing science outposts, won't be given all the resources to this one. So we can see all these chests are now being unloaded too because they're full, or at least somewhat to full. Wow, Gold, thanks for the host. I've not done a whole lot of that. Probably do that. Oh, yes, I remember seeing that sitting there. Let's pick that up. So our train should be arriving. I'm not doing anything. Uranium 2.
I'll be lurking while working on setting up uranium number 2.
Yep, that's my uranium deposit that I'm working on is right here. Well, I've got 2 of them. This one and a really old one right here. But I'm working on myself kind of disabling uranium or nuclear power, going solar. The train's coming. I don't want to get run over. so back to base. Move that down. And while we're waiting, let's check out our trains, see if anything needs drastic attention. Nobody's getting blocked by other trains. So, Savage Fan, you start the game. In this case, I started right there, where this lighted thing is.
Oh wow.
Somebody else set that up. And you literally start with a little pickaxe and a smelter, and you build all this. It's crazy. You eventually get machines to make other parts for you, and then you use those parts to build other parts. And alright, so I need to re-grab that blueprint for steel. We shall take this build and grab the fuel, transfer. Probably don't need all that track. Alright, so we need some supplies. Need 300 modules, speed modules. 1, 2, 3. 200 productivity modules. That's 152. 300 inserters. 150 each of chess.
Did you get attacked?
No, these are my bots. They're bringing me stuff. There are enemies, like way out here on the fringes. But I can rain down disaster on them. And then these guns shooting at them. Boom, boom. And more bullets coming probably from other places. Boom. And they're like, but we are doing nothing. We weren't doing anything except for making babies. Building nice, cool houses. If they're even there anymore. Oh, they only were. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now they're forming an army. They're gonna come get me. In the meantime, I've got work to do. How are you able to drag the markers? That's pretty good question. Well, you have to go to controls. And you need to change drag map to middle mouse button. And then you can drag with the left mouse button.
And you basically mined all of this?
Yeah, I mined a lot. Okay, we need 106 of these puppies. Some roboports. Some bots.
Sorry, I was busy looking for the drag option. What do I set drag to?
Set drag to middle mouse button. It's in options, controls, bottom right. Drag map, set drag map to middle mouse button. Or to some other control than left mouse button. You have to be careful kind of with that. There is a bug. If you go crazy dragging artillery, your radar will disappear. And the developers have said they're not going to fix it. It was never their intention for you to massive carpet bomb everything with that artillery control. But the radar will come back. And in the meantime, a train's passing, which is now on the recording.
Should I come later and play Fortnite and stream it?
I'm going to probably be doing this till 1 or 2 a.m., so we'll have to do this tomorrow.
Alright. Because I gotta go.
Alright, see ya. Alright. Mentally, I need to put myself back in the game. In fact, I can put on my headphones now, so I can actually hear the game. I suppose it would help if I had sound. It's already set to it. Okay. That was Savage Fan. This is handle in Fortnite. Yeah, well, we're going to have to come back, unless we want to dupe that entire setup. We could do 2. I don't need another one. Just all bots. Like if I grab... and basically just dupe this chest. I wish I could just copy and paste it. That didn't do anything. Didn't expect it to, but 2, 3, 4, 5, and oops, I grabbed too many. And it was 5 speed modules. suppose that'll stick. These babies in there. Grab another 106. Chess. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm probably gonna need. I'm about to bring me some poles. Stick those in there in case I forget. Beacons. Lots of beacons. Problem with doing multiple builds in a row is I really don't have that much supplies on hand all the time. To do a full couple builds. And stretching things. We don't have any roboports. We have to manually take an extra 30. I suppose we can stick 10 in there. All right. So we have 30 and 30 in the train. How are we doing on stations? I don't see any. Looks like we could use some. All right, let's grab some track. Steel station. And so when we get there, steel station's sort of right there. We would rather come over this way. Might be a little difficult. We can figure something out. And of course, after we set this up, we're going to have to set up a bunch of iron ore trains coming. Though, if this really works out, we could kind of stop iron plate trains coming and switch everything over to iron ore. Kind of maybe with something of like this in mind, because I'm going to need another stacker. Let's E13W. E13W. And shoot, the train's already headed north. Well, we'll do that when we get closer to steel, and we won't actually drive into steel. We're actually pretty close to steel. So as soon as we start heading right, we will. My guess is maybe you forgot to instigate science for that hour. And just weren't aware that you didn't keep science going, and so your need for production went down. That's just a personal guess. Man, these trains stop so slow. Alright, so if we do this whole thing, not if, but I always think, well, I should mine that, but I literally have stone everywhere, and we're going to care about one little patch. Just kind of wish you did use more, so you could care about it. I wonder if I should do it kind of like this one. Yeah, let's. Believe how much the UPS goes down when you open up Blueprint like that. Oh my god. Like I couldn't even move. So my UPS is like 10. I'm going to set this kind of like so. Then those output lanes could share. God, I was down to 3 UPS holding that open. Well, never had problems like that. Whoa. No, 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 no. Stop, bots. Oh my god. Stop. Oh crap. This was a mistake. I forgot to consider roboports being contaminated. Now I got all this iron on me. How did I get so much steel so quick? Oh my goodness. Oh, I bet you it's the my requester chest got filled with steel. And crud on me. Stupid bots. Alright, kind of with this in mind. I'm going to be a little more careful about overlapping logistics. God, my UPS is just diving when I do that. I get it. I've never had that problem. Track. There's no sense of how's this wired here? Oh, gotcha. I mean, that was a train fuel track. suppose I need to move that train in. Oh, I still need to create a stacker. That's ever so slow. I'm wanting it to charge up. I don't want to limit this area too much, but let's start from here. Come on, get in the car there, dude. Yeah, eventually we'll probably build another side to this, but for now we can do it this way. Why that one track is like that? Oh, maybe from my previous slap down. So for those of you just joining, we're working on more steel. You want a 6 balancer? One to 6 is like one of the easiest things, I think. I mean, I can show you what. There's 1, 2, 4, right? And that's 6. Yeah, what does the book actually show? Yeah, the book actually has something like that. I don't know. I think what I got is perfectly acceptable. I think. I don't know. What else? What else could there be? Yeah. This track is too close to these. I don't want to try to squeeze when I don't have to. Let's set that back a piece. You are welcome on that. Sometimes I can't picture double track. I think that's what I had imagined. One of the ones I had down. Knew I should have left him down there. It's weird I can't grab out of a chest while it's moving, or out of the tree while it's moving. what silly person decides to have all these tracks right next to this stuff? Depends on the situation. I use them all the time. Now you're talking about the new splitter priority option, right? Like where you say input left or output right. I mean, they're even useful when, say, you only have one output. Let's need to demonstrate well all that. And you don't have anything flowing out this way. You can still use an output priority right. Just stick a filter like a decon planner out this way, and then nothing will ever show up there. So, like if you put some iron, it'll only go out the left side. And that's useful for like science packs, anything you just don't want to show up on that outside right. You just filter it output right to something that will never be produced, and you keep the front side of that splitter free. Track. This one too is kind of close to the I'm making a new build. I'll just do things the way I want. You move, so you don't have to worry about being run over by a train when you're walking along here. So the signal flash red or yellow. I'm like, where's that train coming from? Yeah, it's just in a bad spot. Alright, so we ought to be able to grab half these spots. Good. 103, 1003, what? I have 1003. Makes no sense unless I already had 3 on me. Well, the way I run my bus is I guess I really can't show it in this game. Let me bring up a different map where I show priority splitters. This map is based off of Exterminator's Megabase guide. I mean, I followed it for a long time, but I haven't done it in a while. I think this is the one. God, I move. Oh my God, I move so fast. Alright, so this is a real bus. Alright, I even have a bus for just for traveling upon. But anyways, so here's an example. God, I can't even get in the middle of this track. Alright. here's priority splitters at work. You take all the ore and you output it to one side. And then I have a second iron bus that takes ore from it and adds it to the first bus. So all ore flowing off the bus comes off this one. And then all this one does is add ore to this bus. So the goal is to maximize flow to your outposts and then bring in extra if you need it. Now, somebody was asking me yesterday, what would you do differently if you start again? Well, do differently is I would make a wider bus like I did in this case. And so, Gold, I can hear you on the opposite side of the argument. You're like, well, you should have some for everything. Yeah, but at the same time, you'll feel the lag of everything sort of creeping along. And that's at the point where you're going, well, let's get more stuff to the bus. And this bus is pretty much maxed. Like if I go crazy on modules, my red and blue and green goes poof. Circuits. God, I forget what it's like to move at freaking speed. Phew, this is fun. Anyways, this is a beginning Megabase. And it's just all works off of really this line of unloaders. And I don't have any outposts making steel or iron plate or copper plate. It's all done on the right at the top of the bus. Sure. Did it answer your question on priority splitters or not? I mean, you can see, like, yeah, you get kind of sparse after the priority splitters, but then you bring in more material from the other bus and it fills back up. And then, of course, at the bottom, there's really nothing. Man, for love. I'd love to be able to get 60 UPS again. I think I just need a faster computer or something. Alright, I think we're done with that one. And we're going to set down the next one. Except I'm going to copy this one. So we can get the track lined up. Five UPS again. Sheesh. I wonder if that's a bug with the new version. Whoops, I don't need rail signals there. I need rail signals on this one. Seems like I'm out of beacons. Don't know quite how that happened, but I am. Oh, I know why. I do know why. Because I calculate the amount in the train based on how much I have in my inventory, and I didn't double the amount I had in my inventory for the other build. I did it for like roboports and stuff, but I forgot for beacons. So we literally don't have enough. That's kind of fine. I wonder if I want to bring another rail train. Or maybe I just park this one. Where would I park it? Probably one use it. Oh gosh, I didn't think of something. So we should be setting at least some of these requests for chest to iron ore. Question is, do I want them closer to the boss, or closer to the center? Yeah, I should, for one, do it at my master. So as I was saying the other day, probably yesterday, late at the end of the stream, is iron ore is 5 times faster to, or iron plate is 5 times faster to make than steel. So every time a cycle completes, we get basically a chunk of free product. It takes several pulses before you actually get the free ones, but it's going to be 5 times more than steel. So we're going to get 5. I don't know how to say that. I don't know what the exact percentage is. I suppose I could figure this out. Because if you hover over, you see this slowly ticking up the purple bar. And every we're getting free 20% every, I don't really know a way to say that. You get 1 for every 5, something like that. For every 5 produced, we get 1 free one. And since these complete 5 times faster, so these will complete 5 times when you get a free one. So I guess there's a algebraic formula for that. Given how many? Well, there's 106 divided by 4 is 20 something, 25 something. It's not an even number. That's weird. There must be one column with 2 extra than the other column. Literally, like this one, this size has 2 more smelters on it than this side. Interesting. I never noticed that before, but it totally makes sense if you look at it. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So assuming that was an even 27, let's just copy that. Yeah, 27. 20, well, really it's 54. I used to be so good at math, and now I'm not. So it's going to be something like A over 54, say, is iron, and B over 54 is steel. And then some result is equals, I don't know, so you get the exact ratio. The speed modules will affect all that, but we're still the ratio of how often the iron plate finishes 5 times more often, so we're going to get a free one. So basically for every 5 of these is 1 free. So I guess I can calculate that pretty easy in my head, right? We got 27. So for 20 of them, it's like we have 24. So roughly, 4 of these we could do without being iron. That makes sense. That makes sense. We'll have a little overkill in, or we either have a little overkill or a little underkill. I guess which would be better. I'm not sure. Don't need that. So basically, these are all. These are requesting iron plate. So 1, 2 on either side, and then this will be iron ore. Right. 200 iron ore is a lot. You have plate in you. How do you guys have plate in you? Seems like we're going to have to be doing some fixing here. So I'll change these to requester chests on the inside. Do this one as well, and then I'm going to copy these. Probably can't do the beacons. Oops. We don't have enough beacons to copy that over, but we'll fix that. Let's leave that train there, car there, disconnect it. Let's add a station there. Actually, back to the square so we can put a signal there. Name you temp. And then I'm like, I want to do something else. Not sure. I'm gonna track to get out of here. I do. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna pull up all these trees. Take them back to base. We're gonna have to do that anyways. bit more to get. Probably need to do that like a couple times, but I'm going to need to pick up those as well. Oh, so sad. Yeah. Train death? Or did the biters get you? Oh, look at that. Steel stacker is full. We need to kind of activate this, but I can't do that yet. It's not like I can just say Pazam and we got iron ore trains on there. So this is a perfect example why to put chain signals before stacker. That train waited, and as soon as any lane opened up, it went in there. This was a rail signal. It would have gone in and parked behind it, one of these, and who knew when that was the one before it was going to move out. Why is my train down here? It's the problem with a busy system. Trains see other trains parked in their way and they try to go some crazy route to escape a traffic jam. And so now it's even worse. He could have made just a right turn to get onto this track, but back there, instead he had to come down and make a big left turn. I guess it's going to be 4 lengths again. Wow, that's a lot of productivity modules in there. Jeez. I need to copy this blueprint again. This time we'll get it right on. And furnaces. Let's see here. So we need 400 and 600. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Yeah. Oh. Well, you just proved you're not Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. What's it? Something like faster than a speeding bullet, faster than a locomotive. I really ought to split these modules in half. Gotta remember to bring enough beacons for the next load. Fill in where I messed up. So, let's see. It's 150. All right. Well, see ya. Thanks for chatting with me. Oops. Stick a little extra pile there. We need a bunch of roboports there. Sounds like we're missing something on this side. Yeah, another stack of furnaces. Alright. So 600 speed. 600 inserters. 400 productivity modules. 300 each on chess. 200 power poles. 60 roboports, so we're lacking roboports. We have 10 on us, so that should be good. Whole ton of signals and stuff. Stations, we got 4. Let's add a stack. We kind of ran out of some signals. Grab an extra pile of each. All our bots. Sure does seem like I'm missing something. You know what? I might need an extra set of speed modules since take some extra beacons there. Oh, wait, yeah, I did bring extra furnaces. Alright, head up to Tip. Tonight we're going to remember to eat dinner. Kind of with that in mind, I'm going to go turn on the oven. So we got a little ways to go. So, anybody seen the new Star Wars movie yet? Oh, give me some of those furnaces, Bink. I might not have brought enough extra productivity modules out for this. Yeah, crazy kid. Oh, don't go nuts on me opening a blueprint. Oh my goodness. God, man, UPS just drops. Let's open a new blueprint. I don't need this whole thing. Well, I do a little bit, need a little better. I think I should probably put another beacon down there. Which means I probably ought to take another beacon, put it there. why is UPS just crawling, opening up a blueprint? Holy crap. Barely move. Alright. Now we really need to copy this. I really should copy this one. I do need another radar back here somewhere, so let's just stick it in the middle. Keep forgetting to pick up more radar, so let's just handcraft a few. I'll probably forget again, but God. Man, the game just crawls opening this blueprint. So not right. I can't even see it yet. Maybe I zoom in or something. I mean, I'm down to 2 UPS opening this blueprint. That's ridiculous. Oh my God, there's a power pole right in the middle of this. Unfortunately, doesn't really affect the whole time. It's in the middle of this one over here too. Go. We're going to need to recopy this blueprint. Game really going to freeze up on me just to freaking do a blueprint? We were doing this just fine like a little bit ago. Alright, well, I don't know if I have to reboot my computer or what, but gosh, do I have to do this off stream or something? Well, you know what we can do is we can try to do just a little bit at a time. That's what we'll do. 3 RoboPorts worth. Wow. Okay, the game is basically become unplayable, practically. Can't do blueprints. You know, it's fine the first part of the stream. I don't want to end the stream just because. So, let's go up to the next, except for the top 4 RoboPorts. And we missed some things in there.